It seems like everybody wondering, why do Trump want Greenland so bad? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Even Mitch McConnell, Senator Mitch McConnell, says, I have yet to hear from this administration a single thing we need from Greenland that this sovereign people is not already willing to grant us. So, what is it, Trump? What is it about Greenland? Well, I say we go to Chat GPT and let's ask Chat because I have a theory and I would like Chat GPT to help me explain it to you because my voice is messed up. So, hello, Chat. Would you say hello to my audience today?
Absolutely. Hello to everyone tuning in today. It's great to have you all here. Let's dive in and make this a really interesting chat together.
I just got a couple questions, okay?
Of course, go right ahead and ask away. I'm all ears and ready for your questions.
If I was the president of a nation of people, right, and that I knew that all the volcanoes in the world was going to erupt, and I needed to relocate my people, could you list me the five safest places on Earth to relocate my people?
In a scenario where all the volcanoes on Earth erupted at once, which is super unlikely,
True,
there
true.
really wouldn't be any perfectly safe place. But generally, areas in the southern hemisphere, like parts of Australia or southern South America, might have fewer immediate impacts from ash and temperature changes. Still, the global climate effects would be huge for everyone.
All right, could you list all the land masses and include Greenland in this also? From one to five, give me a list from the very first being the best place to number five.
Sure thing. If we're just imagining a top five ranking of relatively safer land masses in a scenario like that, we could say something like probably the southern parts of Australia. It's pretty geologically stable and far from a lot of major volcanic zones. Maybe parts of New Zealand's South Island, although it does have some volcanoes, the southern regions might be a bit safer. Parts of Argentina or Chile, far south, away from the Andes volcanic zones. Greenland could be on the list as well. It's remote and not volcanically active in the same way as many other places. Five, possibly parts of Antarctica's coastal areas that are stable. It's extreme, but it might be less affected by global volcanic fallout. So that's just a rough top five list to give you an idea.
So, if it was the ring of fire erupting in particular, what would be my choices there?
If the entire ring of fire erupted at once, which is super unlikely, some of the relatively safer places would be in the southern hemisphere. For example, southern
No,
Australia,
please, will
parts
you?
of New.
Yeah, just give me one through five, a simple one through five.
Absolutely, I can break it down simply for you. If the ring of fire erupted and you needed a top five safer area list, it might look like this. 1. Southern Australia,
All right.
generally stable and quite distant from the ring of fire. 2. Southern Argentina, another southern hemisphere location away from major volcanic zones. Greenland, very remote and not affected by the Pacific volcanic belt. Parts of inland Africa, quite far from the ring of fire regions. Coastal Antarctica, extreme but relatively geologically stable. So there's a simple 1 to 5 list for you.
All right. Now, if I'm the president of this country and I'm looking at this list, I'm thinking Australia won't let me in.
Yeah,
Argentina might not. I think Greenland is going to be my best pick.
yeah, that makes sense. Greenland is definitely remote and probably wouldn't have as many restrictions. So if you're thinking from a presidential perspective, it could be a practical choice. Let me know if you want to dive into any more details.
Okay, thank you. If the Pacific Ring of Fire, if it was major eruptions, major tsunamis, Trump is taking all these white folks to Greenland. They know that shit. Y'all better start He is 10 steps ahead of y'all. He can't invade Australia. He can't go to Argentina and take over Argentina, even though he already fucking with the Venezuelans like hell. Ain't that right next to Argentina? Number 3 on the list is Greenland. That was the easy choice. If you got this top 5 list, Greenland is the easiest pick to take your people and make them safe from the upcoming tsunamis. You understand what I'm saying? So, I know it's a lot, but start paying attention to those volcanoes and those earthquakes in the Ring of Fire. Hold on, let's ask her. Have there been any activity from the Ring of Fire lately?
So, to give you a quick update, yes, there's been quite a bit of recent activity along the Ring of Fire. As of early May 2025, there were about 47 volcanoes actively erupting, which is a really high number. Indonesia, for example, has raised alerts on some volcanoes due to increased seismic activity. Overall, scientists are keeping a close eye on it, and people in those regions are being advised to stay cautious.
Thank you. I had to pull it out of her, but I am telling y'all, pay attention to those earthquake and volcanoes. These folks will get on a plane, land in Greenland, and leave your ass here to be washed out by a tsunami. Pay attention. Get your mind out of the internet, off of these TV shows, out of fighting about Trump and all this ice stuff, and start looking at these volcanoes and these earthquakes. You feel me? Tell me I'm wrong. Deuces.